Cheep Cheep Falls. This one's pretty difficult, so I'm actually going to have this one purposely be a couple different takes. Just because I want to show all the different ways to get a couple of them, and there's some difficult ones on this one. So for our first one, I'm going to have a couple different takes and show you guys each different direction that you can get it. The first probably being, in my opinion, the easiest, and then we'll go from there. So for the first one, we're going to go on the course, and once we get to the bridge, as soon as we cross it, we're going to turn left to go up the hill. And again, this is the easiest route for those people that aren't super skilled at wall riding or jumping. We're just going to take the jump across the top of the hill, or to the top of the building, and then jump all the way across. And there's actually just going to be a ramp for us to take to make this first one extremely easy. And that's the first route to go about it. The secondary route, might be able to get it in one go, so we'll see. We're just going to turn around after the bridge, and we're just going to grind onto this railing on the side. And once we reach the rope to the left, we're just going to jump to the left, and you can get it up there that way as well. And that's another way you can collect it. Or if you're very skilled and you're very good at jumping, there is a quick route to do it, which is just a matter of going over here, using your boost on there, jumping up to the top, and getting it that direction too. But it can definitely take a skilled player to do that, so I just wanted to show the other options too. And again, just fly across and get that first one. So that's 3 different options to get the first. Whichever you find easiest, please do. The second one is extremely simple. Instead of going up the hill, we're going to go right down to the left. And our second one's just going to be underneath that bridge. And then we're just going to take the course. And then we're just going to take that little grassy area down to the bottom. And that will be our third one. And then we're going to immediately turn right, and we're going to go up the river for our fourth one. You can also go back up the grass if you prefer to. I just kind of wanted to get a little scenery in this game. Alright, and contrary to belief, you can go up these steep waterfalls. Alright, and then this next one's going to be a pretty difficult one as well. If you have a boost, that's great, and I highly recommend it, because you do have to get quite a bit of speed on this one. So the benefit of this is once you go up, there's actually some food stations, so if you don't get lucky and get a mushroom, you can just grab one of these food bags, and that will give you the boost that you need. Alright, now for this fourth one, there's a couple of different ways to do it. This one is pretty difficult. So the first is to boost wall jump and go up the wall like I did there. And that's the first way to get it. And then the second way is still requires the jumping, and it still requires a boost, but it's a tiny bit easier. If you go to the top part of here and you start to the right of the pole, so you can actually see my tire marks, that little lift right there can also be used. I still recommend a boost, but it makes it to where you don't have to do that wall or the charge jump mechanism. You can just use this ramp to charge boost, do your little spin, and go off the wall. It makes it so much easier than the other way if you're not used to charge jumping against the wall. So use either of those ones, whichever one comes easier to you. If you get lucky and you get a Tanuki feather, you can do it too, but that's a little bit more difficult to find, at least the item. So the last one, it is actually right up there on the platform, but there is, if you have a Tanuki feather, it makes it really easy. You can just jump from there. If you don't, though, just going down and around to the warp tunnel that's going to be right underneath here, and it will pop us out right on the same island as the last one. So again, there's a couple of difficult ones. I really wanted to show you guys multiple different ways to get them, because I know with these difficult ones it can be hard, especially if you're a new beginner or you're just not great with the mechanics. It definitely takes a long time to learn, or you have to be a skilled gamer to do some of them. So I always like to have multiple ways. But with that being said, this is obviously a full tutorial and walkthrough. So if there's anything I can improve on, let me know. Leave a comment. If not, if it helped, please leave a like and a subscribe. It really helps me out. I appreciate you all. I hope this content helps. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day.